The Art of Pruning Different Bonsai Types by J. Samarano. To the one who learns from bark, root, and sky, welcome. This is not a place for haste. Let the clatter of the world fall away behind you. Here, beneath the open sky, and beside a living thing that asks for nothing but your attention, time moves differently. It doesn't chase. It waits. So should you. This is not about control, not about fixing or forcing or tidying the wild into something tidy. It's about being with, about stepping into rhythm, not to lead but to join. Each cut you make is less about changing the tree and more about listening to what's growing, what's reaching, what's quietly becoming. You don't come here to impose shape. You come to discover what shape already lives within. There is no checklist, no final form, only presence, only practice. You're not managing a task. You're entering a conversation between branch and season, between gesture and stillness. Every tree speaks, and if you wait long enough, it will show you how to listen. The evergreens, those who endure the cold with grace. Some trees hold steady through the frost. They don't call attention to themselves, but if you linger, you'll feel their patience. Pines, junipers, spruces, these are trees that stay green when everything else lets go. Their strength is quiet, their lesson enduring. Pines, light between the needles. Pines won't rush you and they don't want to be rushed. In autumn, begin with care. Pluck the old needles, just enough to let sunlight find its way in. Think of it as opening a window, not scrubbing it clean. In spring, when the new growth comes soft and pale, those candles stretching upward, practice metsumi, the art of bud selection. Some you shorten, some you leave untouched. The weakest you may skip altogether. It's not about balance. It's about letting the strong hold space for the rest to unfold. Later, in late autumn or early winter, move gently into branch pruning. Use the right tools, concave cutters that let the tree close its wounds with grace. Cut not to remove, but to reveal. You're simplifying, not subtracting. Wiring is possible, yes, but not as a force. Think of it like a nudge in the right direction. Be careful. Too much pressure, and the bark will carry that scar. Guide, don't bind. Junipers, the ones who move. Even while still there's motion in a juniper, even when it doesn't move. A lean, a twist, a memory of wind caught in wood. Don't shear. Pinch with your fingers. Softly, precisely. Let the energy pull inward. You're not reducing, you're refining. Save major cuts for late winter or early spring, but be reserved. Junipers don't take well to heavy hands. They need space to adjust, to rest into the new shape you suggest. They take wire well. Their limbs will bend, curl, coil, but still, carefully, their bark is delicate and it won't forget. The wire isn't there to trap. It's there to support. Let the tree lead the dance sometimes. Follow its rhythm. Spruces. Stillness. Held in form. Spruces feel composed, like someone standing tall without needing to be seen. In spring, you might do a bit of pinching, just enough to keep things full, to encourage balance. Let some backbutting happen. Keep adjustment small. If you need to prune, choose your moment. Late winter or very early spring is best. Even then, be delicate. These trees retreat rather than protest. Wiring? Yes, if you must, but remember, spruce bark remembers everything. A scar here is more than a blemish. It's a story the tree will carry forward. Be mindful of the tale you leave behind. The deciduous ones, those who teach us to let go. These trees do not resist change. They drop their leaves without fear, rest when it's time, and return renewed. Their lesson is quiet but powerful, that shedding is not loss. It is the space where renewal begins. Maples, fire that doesn't burn. There's a softness in their blaze. Maples turn gold and rust, not in fury, but in farewell. Their branches are fine, intricate. They ask for gentleness. In the height of summer, if the tree is strong and ready, you may defoliate lightly. Not for looks, but to redirect energy inward where strength begins. But wait if the tree is an offering. This is an invitation, not an expectation. In the stillness of late winter or the hush of early spring, the sap drawn down, you may prune. Look for what crosses, what crowds, what no longer belongs. Cut to clear confusion, not to impose order. Each removal is a trust, and maples, gracious and forgiving, tend to meet you with new growth, offered without resentment. The blossoming trees, those who speak in color. Some trees don't just grow, they celebrate. They bloom for a moment, then let it go. Their beauty is brief but deep. They remind us that not all joy is loud, and not all celebration needs to last. Azaleas. After the flowers fall. When the blooms are done, the work begins. Pinch back new growth that follows right after flowering. Gently remove the faded blossoms, not to erase them, but to make room for what's coming. But not too late in the year. Next season's buds form early, and a careless hand might silence spring before it has a chance to sing. Azaleas respond to rhythm. They remember the hands that move with care. Wisterias, stories that fall in blossoms. When they bloom, they don't whisper. They cascade, pour, unfold like memory. In summer, shorten the shoots, leaving 2 or 3 buds. You're not cutting back. You're helping the story gather strength. In winter, do your spur pruning. These spurs are the anchors of next spring's performance. You're shaping the silence that makes room for bloom. And that matters too. Not everything loud is alive. Sometimes it's the quiet we tend most. Pemphis acidula, grown from hard places. This tree knows hardship, salt air, hard winds, roots gripping rock like memory. It grows not where it's welcome, but where it chooses. You don't rush it, you meet it where it is. Begin with small gestures. Pinch the tips, like waves shaping stone. Not for change, but for attunement. For bigger cuts, follow the grain. Use a weaving motion, moving with the branch, not against it. You're not correcting, you're continuing, picking up the thread of something ancient. If you must thin the leaves, do it gradually. The pemphis holds its strength deep. Don't strip it of its fire. Let it stay fierce. Let it stay true. When you return, let the tree teach you this is more than cultivation. It is relationship. You are not just shaping wood and leaf. You are shaping patience, stillness, attention. Every hesitation before the shears is a lesson in care. Every flower that blooms from last season's wound is a reminder. Some beauty grows through faith alone. You are not crafting perfection. You are discovering presence. Let your work be slow. Let the tree guide your hand. Let this practice soften you. Through seasons, through silence, through mistakes, and through grace. You'll misstep. A branch snapped in haste, a wire left too long, a scar where smooth bark should have been. It's okay. The tree will carry on. It will scar, but it will still grow. It will reach again. And if you let it, it will show you how. So breathe. Be with it fully. And when you touch it again, don't just shape. Listen. Let what you bring be presence, not precision. That is the art, and that is enough.